Hello, everybody. Welcome to Toxic Talk. Yeah, I cover. We're gonna cover adversarial thinking and how to be prepared for an adversarial attack. So, in Bitcoin is digital, right? Everything about it is very difficult to understand, but we can simplify it, right? So once as it is digital, right? It's but not everything about it is digital, because you need hardware to secure it, right? So those hardware, they are part of the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? Because those ASICs, they are specifically designed and built for Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin security. So yeah, and like adversarial attack, right? Bitcoin was designed since day one to resist an adversarial attack, right? It was designed for attack, basically. So the more you attack it, just like some people say, Max Kaiser say, the more you attack it, the stronger it gets, right? So now, what about us, the users of the network, right? The participant. So how do we prepare ourselves against an adversarial attack? Like, there could be like many attacks. You could have 5-inch attack, which basically means somebody go to your house and put a gun over your head and say, "Hey, give me your keys," and steal all your Bitcoin. Right? This could be a government or something, right? You're gonna be prepared for that. And one of the best way you could prepare for that is by having a multisig, right? So you have a Bitcoin in a multisig wallet. Multisig, basically, you have, for example, 3 wallets, right? And each one is in a different jurisdiction. So even if the person come to your house, even if they won't get one key, they can't have the other 2. So they need 2 keys to move the Bitcoin, right? So that's how you prepare yourself against this attack. So these are adversarial attack. But what about those fake Bitcoin? Like, for example, you get a Bitcoin from an exchange, and then you give them your wallet address, and then you want to send it out of the exchange, and once you send it, right, you didn't have your own node to verify that this is really a Bitcoin. So what happened is, those fake Bitcoin you receive was never Bitcoin. It could be like something from testnet or something like fake, and then you thought you had Bitcoin the whole time, but it was never Bitcoin. So that's called, like, you get fake Bitcoin, right? So that's a different way to think. You're gonna think about how to prepare yourself against that, right? You run your own node, right? The solution is just you got a Raspberry Pi from Amazon, and you got a hard drive, right? One terabyte hard drive, and then so you just connect them, put them together. I have a tutorial how to do that on this on my channel, right? Pi cover channel. So you will find how to set up your own node, right? Very simple, very easy. It may take you at least maybe $400, less than $400. It took me. So yeah, very simple. But the cost, and first you're gonna participate on securing the network, right? You're gonna validate transactions, right? So I have a node, it's validating transaction, and I get connected to at least 11 peers, sometimes 12, 12 peers, right? So yeah, that's a good way. And there's other attacks you're gonna prepare yourself for, right? So you don't wanna, when you go online, you don't want to go tell people how many Bitcoin you have, right? Even physically, you don't want to say, "Oh, I have this big amount of Bitcoin." The stupid things I see people did in the bull run. They go on Celsius, when Celsius was still a company. So when they didn't go bankrupt yet. So in the bull run, I see a bunch of people all showing all this Bitcoin they have on their account. They're showing, oh, this is how much they have. They have Bitcoin in other platforms, and then they are showing off. You see, this is really dumb to do that, right? This is really stupid. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to tell people how much Bitcoin you have, right? So because you open an attack against you, right? So that's a no-no, right? You're not supposed to tell people how much Bitcoin you have. So regardless if you have a small amount or it doesn't matter, but never say how much you have, okay? So yeah, so that's one. And also you're gonna prepare yourself mentally and physically, right? So when in a bear market, right, if there's something fall, right, if the Bitcoin price fall, do you have enough money to help yourself, to support yourself in the bear market, so you don't have to sell your Bitcoin for food, for example, right? So Bitcoin is a saving technology. You want to make sure that the saving you have, you want to at least hold it for at least 5 years, 4 to 5 years. So you don't have to sell your Bitcoin in a worse situation, in a worse time, because if you sell when the price is low, that's not a good strategy, because it's not the best time, right? So 60%, right, in this bear market, 60% of all the Bitcoin that never really move, right? All this Bitcoin is there. So those people, they're not selling, like the hodlers, they're not selling. So the Bitcoiners, they understand this thing, right? It's not the same for like the stocks out there, there's Netflix and all those things. It's not the same, right? So anyways, I just wanted to bring this up and to tell you guys, just think about adversarial attack, right? Think about that. Think about how to protect yourself if one of these things happen, right? So there's a lot more things you're gonna think about, right? How to prepare yourself against. So yeah, as we go, I'm gonna tell you more and more about them, and I hope this really help you on thinking about them, right? So I never thought some of those things. I just over the past year, right? The past couple of years, I just think about them and how to use them in my defense. So yeah, and you could do that too. So anyways, guys, as you know, this was Pie Cover Toxic Talk, and I'll see you again in the next Toxic Talk.